I want to share with you an incredible experience that I had this week and what I believe, as the rockets are raining down in Israel in the middle of a wedding, what the secret to the success of the resilience of the Jewish people are at this incredible time. Here is the scene. I was present at 2 weddings of friends of mine this week, and on Tuesday evening, as the Kala was coming down, 5 o'clock in the afternoon here in Yad Binyamin, literally the moment the Kala was about to step into the Chuppah under the wedding canopy, Azaka, sirens, rockets coming over from Iran, everybody ran to the different pre-designated bomb shelters. Incredibly, the Khatan, I was with the Khatan and his yeshiva, everybody dancing and singing as the missiles were raining down. And a few minutes later, we got the clear. We were back under the chuppah as if nothing had happened. And I had this scene is etched in my mind. Here I'm looking at the chuppah, the flimsiest of buildings, open on all, so temporary, open on all 4 sides, made out of sheets and out of poles. And here, the 4th of the Sheva Brachos says that Hashem created Adam and Eve, and it says the most incredible words, V'hitkin lo binyan adei, and made for Adam and Eve a binyan adei, an eternal building, something which will last for eternity. Really? This flimsy chuppah, which half an hour after the chuppah had been taken away after the wedding was, the chuppah ceremony was finished, it wasn't there. The most flimsiest of things, open on all levels, on all sides, made out of these materials, gone after half an hour. This is the binyan adei. Yes, you see, it just drove home for me that yes, we had to run to the mamad, to the reinforced concrete buildings of bomb shelters to save ourselves physically at that moment. But it is not bomb shelters and it's not concrete, which ultimately is what causes long-term longevity, courage, resilience, success on a moral and spiritual level. You know what it is? It is the intangibles. It is values. This temporary flimsy building is full with godliness, filled with the Shechinah. Our sages say that a husband and wife, Mary says, Rabbi Akiva, Masechet Sotah Daf Yud Zayin, Chatan v'Kala, if they merit each other, Shechinah beinehem, God's presence is amongst them. This, so to speak, unprotected temporary building with a Chatan and Kala, this is the eternal building of the Jewish people. Jewish values, love of life, faith in one another, finding space for each other, at the heart of what love is all about is the success. And therefore Iran and our enemies, with all these ballistic missiles and whatever they are building for themselves, as long as it's made out of concrete, and as long as what's driving it is hate, death, destruction, dominion, it will not prevail. And it made me think that in this week's parasha, Vayakhel-Pekudei, we complete the building of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, the flimsiest building which accompanied us for 480 years, it says in the beginning of Malachim, from the time we came out of Egypt until the permanent home in Har Moriah in Yerushalayim of the Beit HaMikdash. And it's this flimsy Mishkan, made out of exactly the same things Chazal say, similar to a wedding canopy. It's made out of poles, made out of sheets, yet it has the Shechinah in it. It says explicitly in this week's parasha at the end, right at the end of chapter 40, at the end of Pekudei, it says that the Kvod Hashem, God's presence, as well as the Anan, the cloud of glory, Shachan, alav, rested in it. And you see, it might be temporary, it might have been under attack from the enemies in Shiloh and other places. And yes, the wedding canopy might have disappeared after half an hour after the chuppah, but what remains are the intangibles, the things that nobody can take away from you, the heart of the Jewish belief, and that is values, God, acceptance, love, and a belief in accommodation, a belief in a better future. And this is what will prevail over the death, destruction, hate, and dominion of the Iranian regime. And I bless our forces and the US forces and all of our citizens, that Hashem should look after us, He should bring comfort to those who have fallen and no more should fall, healing to those of the injured, and ultimately safety to every single one of us, as those who may seem small and temporary, but at the heart of it are the values that life is all about. The Shechinah resting amongst us will prevail over those who seek death and destruction, no matter how strong the physical structures are. It's never about the tangibles. Success and resilience is about values and the intangible blessings of life. Shabbat Shalom.